Alright, so it's time to announce the winner of the giveaway I did on the video for when I got my Yamaha JOG. I did a little giveaway in the beginning of the video. You just had to leave a comment below and you could win either a GY6 clutch, or for the Honda Elite, I was doing a brake lever, a CNC NCY brake lever, a Honda Elite belt. So simple giveaway, but all you have to do is leave a comment down on the video. Yeah, I meant to announce it in the next video, but the next video turned out to be a promotion for a brand, and I couldn't do a giveaway within a promotion video. So we had to delay it one video, sorry about that. But it's very easy, we're just gonna go to the comments on the video, and there's almost 500 comments. I said you had to leave either a GY6 or if you had a Honda Elite, you're supposed to leave that in the comment. If you didn't leave that, you're automatically voided from the giveaway. That was the only rule to it. I'm just gonna go in random order, put the comments, and I'm just gonna load them all. And we'll choose this one. Oh, well, what do you know? He's just telling me how to make my scooter fast. Doesn't leave anything, so you could have won, but you didn't. We'll go again. I got a GY6 just recently and started hearing rattling from the clutch. Sounds like the homie needs a clutch. His name on the screen, but you won the clutch. Hit me up. All right, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
This guy won. Elite for the win. All right, we're doing one more giveaway in this video. So you have to be following at MOPBOYZ on Instagram. If you DM me and you won and you're not following MOPBOYZ on Instagram, you are disqualified. But we're gonna be giving away 2 mirrors. These are the race style mirrors. They're like carbon fiber from Straight. They work universally on every scooter. They have the adapters right here. Leave a comment down below. It doesn't matter what scooter you have now. So just leave a comment down below and I'll just choose a random winner. And I'm gonna throw in a pair of, I believe these are stage 6, but they're orange bar ends, anodized bar ends. They look pretty cool, so orange bar ends. And down below right now, go comment down below, like this video, and follow MOPBOYZ on Instagram. And you can win yourself this right here, so. Alright boys, we are finally back in the garage. If you've been following along with the videos, I've been sick for like the last month, so it's been really hard to work on stuff. But the JOG I've been dying to work on because I haven't touched it since I got it. We haven't really got to ride it. The JOG in this US model has the huge blinkers, huge tail light, ugly setup here on the rear. It also has this style headset on it, which I like because it reminds me of the Elites, but I know this is not the best looking JOG headset. The Euro spec headset, which I really want to do. The only issue is it's hard to get this back panel. I don't even know if they come in this purple in the Euro spec model. If not, it's just really hard to get from what I've seen because I can't find it anywhere. You can get the front thing, the headlights, everything, but you need the actual handlebars too because the handlebars are a little different. They have different mounting points for the headset itself. So that might be a project we'll do in the future, but for now we can easily swap this taillight out. And I was able to find this taillight for like $10 online. Obviously it's like an Alibaba taillight, but they're all China taillights for all these bikes. It comes with a new rear fender, and it looks like it has really bad overspray down there on the fender, so we're gonna try to get some of that overspray off. Actually, I hope I might be able to pull this off and just run the taillight. That'd be ideal, because I'd want to run the OEM fender. This one just looks really cheesy. It has really bad plastic molding on it. And either way, we're getting rid of this giant US taillight today. So we're gonna pull the whole rack off, see what we're working with here. This is literally, like I said, my first time working on one of these. Take the whole taillight assembly off the rack and then just have the rack bare for now. More plugs than what's on the aftermarket one, so we're definitely gonna have to do some type of wiring here. Wow. Oh my god. That was tight. Jesus. Okay. Should we pull just this part off and see if we have to do any of that first? Or if we can run the stock fender? Might as well, right? Ooh, I think we can. I don't think we have to run that, does it have holes in it? Ooh. So this is actually going to be really easy to wire up because it looks like it uses almost all the same colors. Should be pretty easy. We're going to match up the colors, and I'm going to cut this plug back here so I can actually use the same style stock clips, be able to actually utilize the OEM clips without cutting into our OEM harness. The only difference is this is a single clip for the aftermarket one, but I'm gonna cut it back here where I have all 3 blacks separate. As you can see, they're joined right here, the grounds. Cut it back here where they're all 3 separate, that way I can run them to all 3 separate blacks for the grounds here, just to utilize the stock harness. So the wiring for this taillight was actually super simple because not only did the colors match, but they obviously went to the correct spots. So one being a brown wire to the left blinker, green wire to the right blinker. Tail lights and running lights was the exact same. So very easy. Using this connector kit I bought off Amazon for motorcycles, it has pretty much all the connectors you can use on a motorcycle harness. So I was able to take those connectors and match it with the OEM connectors. The only problems I have was tucking the harness itself, taking it on, taking it back off. Once I take off the plastics, I'll line it up a little bit better, but it's good for now. I don't even remember if it blinked before. I honestly never checked, but blinkers don't blink now. Taillight looks amazing. I'm just not too happy with the fitment. So as you can see, there's some pretty big gaps back here. There was already gaps before we even put the taillight in. Something to do with just this panel's not sitting right. So when we take it all apart, I'll make it fit better. I'll tuck the wires a little bit better, but it's hard right now with these plastics on to really get behind there and do it. So we'll take the side panels off and do it. But we're gonna be working on this thing a bunch here coming soon. So I'll fix that up once we do it. But don't have the rack on right now because I just want to see it slick back. I don't even know if I like it with the rack on. It looks so good with no rack. But we got rid of that big bulky taillight. It looks a whole lot better now. Jog looking absolutely amazing with the new taillight on it. It looks so good, except for this fitment. Like I said, we'll fix that once we get to pull all these panels off. I'll be able to tuck this harness back a little bit because the harness is longer now, so it's kind of all bound up in this spot. But we'll get that situated and fit a little better. Oh, we got a little cubby now. Throw our little phone in there. Don't have that on too many scooters. Sounded a little rough right there. Oh, she's cold. Oh yeah, she's very cold. Let's see if it's really what they all talk about out here. All these jog fans. Let's see, man. I'm not a hater, you know. I'm just unaware. This is literally the most quiet stock scooter I've ever ridden in my life, dude. This is quieter than like a Tao Tao, like a China's 4-stroke scooter, dude. This thing, it's got some get up though. Oh man, the top end in this thing actually rips, dude, for a stock scooter. YouTube doesn't like when we do, you know, I don't even think I'm allowed to say the word on YouTube without them banning me, but YouTube does not like when I pick that front wheel up no more, boys. They do not like it. Telling you, man, how many times I've been restricted and they've threatened to give me a strike on my channel for reckless activity. It's crazy. We're not doing nothing, boys. We got the helmet on. We're on private property here and we're chilling. Oh dude, this thing is a cruiser, man. This is so solid. So I guess these horizontal Minarellis are like the Bug Eye, but I think some people were saying that they have like a different port on them or something different in the cases that makes these have a little bit more power than the regular horizontal Minarelli. So I'm curious. Definitely makes me want to build this thing even more, but man, it's hard to really commit to tearing this thing apart when it's such a solid scooter. You know, usually when we get our scooters on this channel, 90% of them are completely clapped. Just like there's no other way to do it other than either fully going back to stock, you know, fully build it into something better. This one's just so good stock, I almost feel like disrespectful tearing it apart. So we gotta add some power to everything. This is an uphill right here too. Let's see if this thing doesn't hit 40. It's got the good bottom end torque too. Oh yeah, dude. This is going uphill and it's hitting 40 right now. Let's see, 39, 40, and now we're maxed out on the speedo. That's going uphill too. I'm thinking this thing might hit like, you know, almost 45 on a complete flat. That's really good for bone stock 50cc. Let's see. Now we're going a little bit downhill, but just curious here. Oh, the seat's so small, my butt just almost slid off the whole bike. Oh yeah, this thing definitely does like 45. Look at that, we're past 40 already. Dude, this thing really might do 45 for a bone stock scooter. That's actually really impressive. Besides like my bigger scooters, like the GP1, I think hits like 50, maybe 55 bone stock with that Hyper 2 Piaggio engine. And I think my F12 did about 40 bone stock. But those are, that scooter's geared totally different, you know, 12-inch rims on it. It's like meant for like a more of a top end. Yeah, this thing will definitely not be our stunt scooter, that's for damn sure. We're definitely gonna build this thing to be quick. Very impressed, Yamaha JOG, very impressed. Yamaha never lets me down. Feels like an Elite up front. Given obviously it's a drum scooter and it doesn't have the huge wheels that like a Zuma has. Zumas are heavy. Like even the drum style Zuma, which is really light in the front, you can notice a huge difference from the disc brake style pre-bug versus the drum brake style pre-bug. Huge difference in weight in the front when you wheelie. Like the drum one's wheelie so good, it's just that the suspension is terrible. It's like, it feels like an 89 Elite or a Honda Pal, whatever you want to call it. Elite E. Like the seat is like a solid one-person seat and you're not moving. You gotta stay in that seating position. Although it would be super cool to have this thing like 100cc full out, like just race bike. Man, I don't know, dude. I'm torn, boys. I feel like throwing a 70 kit with that stage 6, that single ring, and it will just be plenty. I feel like this thing's gonna be hitting 70s, maybe 80 miles per hour with just that right there. Do I really want to go much faster than that on this tiny little scooter? I don't know. I have the Stroker Elite already. Don't get me wrong, the high-strung builds are really cool, but if I want to do a high-strung build, I kind of want to do it in a big scooter, you know. If I do a crazy build on this one, I don't think I'm going to be doing it on the F12. So I personally think the F12 would be a lot cooler to see, you know, hitting that with the water cooled. I think we could probably get in like 80s plus, maybe 90s with the F12 if we do it right with a high-end build like that. And then we got the RC1 GP1, which we definitely got to get some tuning on that, and that thing should do 100. That thing is just crazy. It's hitting 80 right now, no problem. It's not even tuned right. That just got me very excited to do some more on this scooter, so I'm very happy with that. And here's a look at some of the parts I already have here on standby. So this is a stage 6 horizontal crank. That's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to do the 90 or the 100 because I already have a crank here. I got some crank bearings and seals right here. I even have a quick throttle. I even have a 1500 spring right here ready to go. So it's literally like I can just pull this motor out, throw the crank stuff in it, take the cylinder off, throw it on there, and we can have this thing fully built here in like a day. As you can tell, I'm just so torn right now on what to do with this thing. So my indecisive mind just can't make it up until the second I start just cracking bolts loose. But with that being said, I mentioned how we have that other Zuma in the backyard, and well, I went ahead and I ordered a whole entire box of parts here for it, because that Zuma back there is literally missing everything. So we got like, you know, cooling shrouds, we have a shock, we have a full seat under here. The only thing the seat's missing is the hinge that goes to the gas tank. So if anyone has an extra one of those, let me know. We got spark plug boots, brake levers, I think they're snapped, throttle cables, brake lines, key ignition, and a seat lock. I also have a whole plastic kit on the way, a kicker cover because it's missing the kicker cover, a few other goodies on the way that I cannot remember right now. And I also have a Doppler vertical Minarelli crank right here with another stage 6 MK2 Street, I believe it is, the dual ring one. Back there, crank bearings, seat cover. I have literally everything to fully build that pre-bug as well. The only problem is that pre-bug does not have a title, so I'm just debating if I really want to put $1,000 worth of the parts into something that's not really registerable legally. But this thing is an absolute beater as it is right now. But as you can see, that's why we had to get a kicker cover, and everything is just so junk in here right now. The shock is just blown out. It doesn't have the actual bushing part to it. So I have a shock. It has a ZX pipe. I'll probably give that ZX pipe away as well. And yeah, no key ignition, no seat lock, no seat. Like I said, I need the hinge that goes onto the gas tank if anyone has an extra one of those. But I don't know, what should we do with this thing? We're getting real close to that 100,000 subscriber mark, and I've always wanted to do a scooter giveaway. It would be really cool to do a giveaway with that one. I just don't know about the whole title situation. I know in other states, you know, the title might not be as important for some scooters, but I just don't know doing a giveaway if it would be good to do one without a title, because I don't know if as many people would be interested as if I had a whole titled scooter. That's about all I'm going to fit in this video, because in the next video we're going way more into a build. Like I said, we have multiple builds right now on standby, with being the pre-bug, the jog, and like what I want to do to the F12. Also, the Cub project's coming very near to end. I literally just need to throw on the rest of the plastics. I'm just waiting for some paint for some of those. So we got some stuff coming very, very soon. Also, we might be getting another scooter, actually 2 here very, very soon. I know, it's crazy, but we're getting set up for the next year, because 2024 is right around the corner. I want to get the projects ready on the chopping block for 2024, and I want to have them lined out and do it correctly this year rather than keep chasing these videos. I want to get stocked up, projects ready, and have everything lined out. So that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.